Cheeky bricky, you donkey. Dick doo 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 doo. I'm in one of my weird moods. And I'm drinking Surge. Nostalgia juice. The taste of the 90s. Did I ever tell you that I had a mullet at a time when it was socially acceptable? And I wore stonewashed jeans all the time. Not acid wash, stonewashed. With a contrasting jean jacket. And occasionally I wore a glove on one hand. The things we could get away with back then. Before I do anything else.
Explain it to me again.
Like I said, instead of punching, I prefer to keep my distance from the target, pick my moment, and kill them with a single well-placed shot.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You lost me at instead of punching.
What is the purpose of his redesigned garb? With all, I know I brought that up in the previous episode, but I just don't get it. I don't get it. His duds look fine.
Guns. I got them.
Before.
You need them.
Why not? Why not take that and make it more awesome?
Hunter.
More awesome.
2 words, my friend. No real.
Like what they did with brick studs. Brick's got that Fist of the North Star sleeveless biker jacket.
I'll keep you that way.
Possibly a convertible jacket vest.
You can always trust the gun at your side.
More likely designed as a vest. Since there's no possible way Brick could ever wear sleeves.
Don't die. I need your business.
Unless they were made from a material that could stretch like spandex to accommodate his superhumanly massive arms. And he doesn't seem to mind that he has gaping claw mark wounds on his right arm.
It's a fine
Likely
day,
from a skag
full of
attack.
opportunity. Farewell, friend.
I'm legally obligated to tell you, I ain't a real doctor. I'll patch you up whenever you need it. Stay alive out there.
I found out where the term goat rope comes from, but I forget exactly I couldn't describe or explain it to yous.
I don't have any new junk. You've earned it. That's what I'm talking about.
When you think murder, think Marcus Munitions. Don't die. I need your business.
I have a shock trooper Axton with a purple electric Malawan pistol with a twin shot accessory. A matching Malawan barrel, I forget what kind of grip. Jacob's reflex sight. It just annihilates everything. I have a 0. I switch between rugged infiltrator and some kind of stalker. I forget which because I haven't played that in a while. But this would go great with stalker. Yeah, I know, I'm not the first to think of that. Never said I was. Oh.
I blame society for my hopelessness. And I think
All good, baby.
A blue or better TD or SMG would be good to have.
So lonely.
Hmm. Well, yeah. Most people would just sell their greens
Stay alert.
once they're outmoded, but I like weapons that have a high synergy of parts, and the Bombardier when it has a Malawan or flat-off exhaust port and Malawan or flat-off grip, or a TDR grip is good on a Bandit launcher too. Well, it just produces a high-functioning end result, and I dig that. And, I don't really need 2 different shotguns. One pistol, 1 shotgun, 1 battle rifle, 2 sniper rifles, 1 SMG and 1 rocket launcher, and a partridge in a pear tree. I think that should serve me well. And that just looks more stalker-like. A quad. Meteor forearm, Hyperion stock. Notice how I emphasized the word forearm, because it's not a grip, it's a forearm.
Buy from me
I know
if
I
you want to live.
mention that all the time, but I'll keep mentioning it because it's not the same thing. A grip is not a forearm.
Come on back anytime.
Forearm is not a grip. Be mindful of nomenclature. It matters. Words mean things. Some music on? Yeah. Well, since I switched back to the doll duds, I will drive the doll mobile. Now that I'm hearing the music. Oh, a chubby. Excellent. I don't like the grenadier. It's not like a grenade launcher from Stalker. Well, it consumes 3 per shot, and this one actually has a magazine capacity that's a multiple of 3. 11 per mag. But it fires bursts while aiming. I know that's the doll gimmick, but under what circumstances would you need that on a grenade
better
launcher?
merchandise anywhere else. I made sure of that. Caveat emptor. Come back anytime.
While I'm here, I should pay Hellquist a visit. Even though I don't really need a B shield on normal mode. Still, would be nice to have one. I certainly wouldn't complain if I ended up with one.
Welcome to my humble shop. Goodbye, friend. If you shop anywhere else.
I screwed that up. What did you think and or feel the first time you heard this music? If you played first game before playing the second. Did it hit you with a nostalgic vibe like it did me the first time hearing it?
Chew 'em up, honey!
You can damage me through walls. That's dirty pool.
Did you miss me?
It's only too bad I don't like adaptive shields. They never do a good enough job.
High quality, low prices, and no questions asked. Pleasure doing business.
Kudos if you know where I got that. That's dirty pool expression from.
2 words, my friend. No refund.
I got it from the live action version of The Tick. I think it was the first episode he says that. Guess I should have tried out the Grenadier. I'm just so accustomed to defaulting to my trusty Hulk, which always seems to avail me more consistently, more efficiently, more effectively than the cannon or the Grenadier. Well, I like the cannon better, and I don't like the cannon all that much. Every time I test out a grenadier, thinking that somehow something's going to be different this time. It never is. And this is a blue even. You can't even kill ordinary skags with a single grenade. So what the hell is the point? Inefficient, ineffective. If you need an indirect fire weapon, a splat gun's the way to go. I would love to find a non-elemental splat gun. Or a non-elemental plasma caster. What invisible barrier was getting in my way there? Now, I should probably... I still feel like I should... because I want the Grenadier to be good. I want the cannon to be good. Because they should be good. Whoa!
Grind them up!
Once again with the dirty pool. could have sworn I came... could have sworn I already went to the Badlands, but it's not on the fast travel list. Oh, look at that, a perfect hybrid Widowmaker. Jacob's revolver with a Torgue barrel, a matching Torgue grip, topped off with a Dahl reflex sight. That would be excellent for any character.
Hello, sweetie. Eat that, baby.
I like this better than the Grenadier. That shouldn't be the case. That shouldn't be a situation that exists. That's hardly the first time I've ever experimented with a Grenadier, don't get me wrong. It's just every time I do, I guess I should just expect disappointment at this point. But sometimes I just don't want to experience disappointment.
Every bit of data in the Hyperion network ends up archived here. Mining information, security footage, it all flows to the stockade. Get inside.
Good news, everybody. I stole the drop barge. Hyperion was no match for my secret punch you in the face until you die fighting style. When the time comes, we'll fight our way to the vault together.
For some reason, I'm hearing the voice of TK Baha in my head. I can't imagine why that is. Can you tell me why that is? Someone named Nine Toes? And other Mad Max references? Remember when you were first starting out in Borderlands 1? This is assuming that you've played Borderlands 1. I know a lot of you who play the second game have never played the first game. But for those who, like me, still play the first game, remember when you're first starting out, every battle feels like, I don't know, an experience, especially if you're playing the game for the first time. Stalker is like that too. I said I would give the Grenadier another chance against droids. Watch it fail. Let's check out Zed's old place. Haha.
Thanks for accepting my job. Hyperion robbed my Uncle Teddy and sent him to die on this armpit of a planet. I need you to search his cabin in the Arid Nexus for something I can use to avenge his death.
Gun damage or recoil reduction. Of course, you have to go and screw it up. Guess I'll go with elemental effect chance. That's all it takes is...
Never hurts to know more about the man you're killing. While you're in the Nexus, grab whatever files you can on Jack.
You won't find better merchandise anywhere else. I made sure of that. Don't have too much fun. High quality, low prices, and no questions asked. Pleasure doing business. Lovely. Thanks for the scratch. Come back anytime.
Sometimes when you activate a shop or go to your inventory or any such thing like that, something gets screwed up and your cursor doesn't correspond with up and down movement just right. If only I had a splat gun. Never mind. Not buckshot. Gyro jets. Finish him. Fine.
Hey, Roland. I appreciate you offer to move into Sanctuary, but I got a lot of stuff here in Firestone. Sanctuary sounds nice and all, but Firestone's my home. I made my decision. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die in the city I was born. Firestone.
Attention, citizen of Firestone. Die.
Oh, piss. On second thought, Roland, when's the soonest you can come pick me up?
Get your health and shields right here.
If Jacobs made shields as a regular thing, not like the Rough Rider, but like regular shields. These are all too ordinary. I imagine protection against explosives would be a regular thing. Because I imagine they would be designed for miners. I know I've talked about this before. But for all I know, you're just tuning in. So it's worth reiterating. Someone out there might find my ideas good enough to implement, I guess. Interesting, at least. Jacob's class mods would be dynamite bundles, intended for miners.
Thanks, honey! That outfit coming! The hell out of basic training!
Hey, it's Bonehead. Two point oh. Remember the Bone Shredder? A level 3 unique weapon made by Tedior. I always thought it should be a level 10 Torg, because Bonehead is a level 10 mini-boss.
I don't understand, Daddy.
Say hello to your new home, darling. You're like a little princess. And this is your throne.
I want Mommy. Where's Mommy?
She's not coming back, Angel. No, get in the freaking chair.
I don't want to.
It's all good. There we go, in the chair.
Messed up Jack is messed up. I can't... video game logic. You know what that reminds me of? Street trash. Iridium is the same as Tenafly Viper. Hey, yeah, what if Tenafly Viper is the active ingredient in Iridium, or what if Iridium is the active ingredient in Tenafly Viper? It's just that Tenafly Viper is the Earth version. Slag, I mean. Except slag doesn't melt when it comes in contact. What if you mixed slag with acid?
Roland, Sid, if you're receiving this, respond as soon as you can. Blake came back again today and showed me some faked pictures of New Haven. The city was burning. A lot of people were dead. Blake said his boss burned the place to the ground when everyone living there wouldn't move out. Of course, I know those pictures had to be faked because you and the rest of your pals were holed up in New Haven and you would have stopped those troops from taking the town, right?
This is where the first crew began their adventure.
Okay, any candidates today, Angel?
There are 4 treasure hunters who arrived on a shuttle several hours ago. They are currently on a bus to Firestone.
Great. Say this to them. Don't be alarmed. I need you to stay calm and don't let on that anyone is talking to you. Start making your way off the bus.
The bus is still moving, sir.
Shut up. Tell them.
John, why have you dispatched one of our satellites to Pandora? What are you doing?
Sir, the energy readings my instruments at home are getting from Pandora are...
Get out of there at once, you hideous little code monkey, and shut off that satellite.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, Mr. Tassiter. It won't happen again, sir.
Oh, I'm so glad he killed Tassiter. Everyone's worked for some metrosexual cuck like that with pedo-style facial hair. That's how Jack describes it. Pedophile is the correct. Ha. Get it? Pedophile is the correct pronunciation. Pedophile would actually mean a foot lover. Remember the first time you opened this crate in Borderlands 1? Could that be? Oh, I think this might be the right choice. ED 209, eat your heart out. Nice. That's a keeper. And I'm wearing my Jacob's hat. Couple rockets or grenades.
Yeah, I know you think I'm a monster, you think I enslaved Angel, but you didn't see what she did to her mother. I had to restrain Angel's power. You get that? I had to.
And I'm sure he had to exploit her for profit and power, too. Don't listen, Vault Hunter. He killed Angel long before you pulled the plug.
Don't you dare speak about my daughter. Lilith has a little mouth on her, doesn't she? And as it turns out, without her vision is pumped through her body, I can stab her over and she just heals right now. I'm told it's agonizing. Oh, she looks pissed. Son of a bitch. We're coming in. Just hold on.
Lil looks badass. In those, whenever you see her in those situations. Oh, what? Might as well use up more rockets. So do you think...
Great job, amigo. Now that you're in, there ought to be an info terminal nearby. Find it.
Since I'm in here, I might as well do that, and then get back to the other stuff later. So do you think Zero is an experimental Atlas or Hyperion super soldier? More likely Atlas, I think. Maybe Hyperion stole Atlas tech. Crimson Lance put up more of a fight than these half-assed Hyperion goons. Good thing it gave away its position. This is my doomstick. Pretty good, though, basic Bouncing Betty. If I was doing a Dahl Allegiance run. Yeah, it's green, but... greens are fine on normal mode. I can't emphasize that enough. Because I see a lot of people pass up good gear just because it doesn't have a blue or better rarity rating.
Jack sent all the iridium he's mined straight to the Hero's Pass. That must be where the warrior's buried. Get back to Sanctuary. It's time to get ready for the final assault.
Droog is my usual choice for destroying constructors. Obviously, a Lyuda, being a legendary Droog, is the ultimate choice, but any Droog will do on normal mode, even a green one. Doesn't even matter if it's a badass constructor. Awesome detail in the textures. Something about that reminds me of something about this, the motif of this place reminds me of some game I played back in the early 90s. I can't remember. Title. It wasn't Journey to Silius. It came after that. That was a NES game. What I'm thinking of was a 16-bit game, but I can't remember what it was, what system it was for. Really? Invisible wall? That's lame. What happened to that shack that used to be right here? Or the busted vending machine, med vendor. I just stepped in Tenafly Viper. I'm melting! I'm melting! Open that maw. See that thing go flying?
Angel, get this message to whomever is organizing the construction out in the Nexus. No matter what happens, make sure that old bandit town, Firestone, I think it's called, make sure it stays standing. That piss Emerald rest stop is where it all began. Oh, and another thing. I want it on company policy that instead of Firestone, we're changing its name to Jackville. Really twist the knife for those bandit bastards, you know what I mean? I want those vault-hunting sons of bitches to see what I've done to this place. I want it to stand as a testament to their failure. They couldn't protect New Haven, they couldn't protect Firestone, and they're sure as hell not gonna protect Sanctuary.
Take this! Here you go! Grenade!
I like the fibber. Why is it telling me to go back? That way. Are there so some of the echoes are scattered around there between multiple maps, 2 or more maps? That's not a good idea. An example of unnecessary tedium.
There's a hidden lever somewhere that'll get you into Teddy's basement.
Hey Roland, this is Ed. I thought you might want to know, some guy from the Hyperion Corporation came by. Name him Blake. He said you dealt with him during the Claptrap uprising. Anyway, he offered me a pretty penny from a place here at Firestone. Was real insistent that I take the money and run. It's probably nothing, but there was just something about him that put me on edge, you know? I'm gonna stay here for the meantime, though. I ain't in no hurry to leave my shop.
Remember the first time you fought Mothrack? Remember the first time you jumped Pisswash Gully? Two for two sale. I would say 2 for 1 sale, but it wasn't quite. $805. Song reference.
What a nice day. Just walking out in the sun, talking into my echo recorder, hoping skags don't ambush me and break my gun into 4 separate parts before eating them. Oh, come on! That is exactly what is happening!
Skags take their guns? No way to tell which one of the ugly things has it. Just start hunting skags and hope for the best.
Side jet.
Idiot destroyed.
Let me know if anything catches
Only
your
came
eye.
here to sell some stuff.
Come back anytime.
Hurry now! Yeah, more of that!
Welcome, customer.
Rubberized grenades of any type with a fuse time of 0.0 are weird. It's made by Torg, but it has a doll motif. Don't like bouncy. If this was slag, I might keep it.
I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon enough.
I'm legally obligated to tell you that I ain't a real doctor.
Would like a blue or better.
See you real soon, I'm sure.
Interested in a blue or better amp or booster shield. Level 28 or better. By the way, this mission is a reference to how scavenger missions in Borderlands 1 always involved weapons being separated into 4 parts. I'm just getting all kinds of sidejacked. I remember the first time I found TK Baja dead. Looks like they tore out his ceiling fan. No, there it is.
Teddy, like a lot of people on Pandora, evidently, kept all his Echo correspondence. Find something that proves Hyperion stole his designs, so I can sue him into oblivion.
They are the law. Therefore, they can manipulate the law to their favor. They perceive themselves as being the law. Anyway.
Well, first day on Pandora. Wife's not too happy about the move, but I'm sure things will be all right. This here's the beginning of our new life.
I did say I wanted a blue or better Teddy SMG. Ted and Teddy are my nickname for TDY. I want one with a sight. Nah. Don't really need a slag sniper rifle. This is a pretty good one, though. Vlad grip, Malawan stock, Hyperion scope, and it has that accessory that increases mag capacity just a bit.
Well, my wife's dead.
She was killed by Scar, or the skag that would come to be known as Scar. TK sure did a number on that skag, though. They mutilated each other.
Marion got ate by a big-ass skag named Scar. Once I bury her with the ladyfinger, that cute little gun I made for her, I'll see if I can't get me some revenge. You won't have died for nothing, Marion. I promise you that.
I never use the ladyfinger against Scar or Nine Toes, because more often than not, by that time, I've already found something better. If you got an achievement or something, then I would.
Scar blinded me and ate my leg. I may be a blind, crippled widower, but that don't mean all's lost. Met some folks looking for the vault. I did the see you later joke a couple times, but they just didn't get it. Oh, and I did find that old message I got from Hyperion a few years back. Hid it in the corner for safekeep. Oh, Rackspit. Bandits.
Mr. Baja, we at Hyperion adore your wave rifle design so much that we have decided to appropriate it for ourselves. Our assassins are en route to your home on Isolus. Between us, Mr. Baja, I would suggest leaving the solar system before they arrive.
Great. That was just what I was hoping to hear. Now, if you can find the blueprints for the weapon design they ripped off, I'll give you the first gun my uncle ever gave me.
I didn't mean to pick up that last one so soon. I hope I didn't cut off any dialogue. In the first game, you could... your PDA, or... not PDA, you know what I mean. I'm speaking stalker speak. Kept track of all the echo logs you found. So you could go back and listen to them. it's not a wave rifle, it's a wave shotgun, and it was made by Dahl. And it's not very good.
Hello, mercenary. Should you return those sensitive documents to the Hyperion Corporation, we can offer more than what Mr. Baja's niece can pay. A fine Hyperion armament, for example.
Don't listen to those corporate thieves. We both know my uncle deserves justice. And I'll throw in the first gun Uncle Teddy ever made for me.
No way I'm giving him to Hyperion. TK's wave was a shotgun made by Dahl. Really? Really? We're doing this now? Video games.
Welcome to my humble shop. Remember,
Oh, hold on.
we're always open.
440.
I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon enough.
That's Uno, right? It's gotta be. Yeah, I've never done this mission before. That's gotta be Hyperion.
Thank you. Hyperion's gonna have to spend billions in legal fees once this hits the courts. I'm sorry I can't offer you more.
No, you didn't have to offer me anything. Love is a lady finger. Get it? Because in the first game it was the lady finger. Doll barrel. Torque grip.
Let me know if anything catches your eye. You're my millionth customer. Don't let it go to your head.
Yeah, I could go buy cheaper rockets elsewhere, but I don't feel like
Pleasure doing
traipsing
business.
around like that.
May it keep you safe
Plus, I've got
on
6
travel.
figures.
Goodbye, friend. If you
So I can
shop
afford
anywhere
it.
else,
So he made his wife the lady finger and his niece the lady fist. A lot of the guns you get early in Borderlands 1, the ones that are really good, are made by Hyperion. There's a level 1 pistol that you get right from the beginning, called the BLR Swatter. From the beginning of playthrough 1, anyway. I just had to go and kill all the skags before uncovering that mission. Well...
Gross!
Warning, this is your last.
Give me some skags. Gun chamber? Gun chamber. Don't you mean receiver? The general term is body. Only the term body is a good term to use because it encompasses receiver or frame. Because revolvers... Revolvers don't have receivers.
Eat this!
They have frames. Let me guess, it doesn't affect you. Of course not. See, I'm screwing up now because I'm losing my patience. That's why I missed every throw with all those fastballs. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up! Oh. Truth be told, I think I like the fibber better than the Lady Vest. I know, heresy, right? In Borderlands 1, playthrough 1, if you could get a level 15 Hyperion Angry Death with a Type 5 barrel, well, long story short, that's one of the best shotguns you can get. Or a Brute, which is made by Hyperion and SNS. Where was I? Looking at my map and I'm seeing all these diamonds all over the place. So what was I saying before? Word. Oh. Never mind, I think I like both this and the fibber. It's just that the fibber is more unconventional. The unconventionality of the fibber is what makes it interesting. Now, why couldn't that last skag have just had the gun sight?
I'm slacked!
Do 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 do. So if it's an automatic or semi-automatic design, the body is a receiver, and if it's revolving, if it uses a revolving cylinder, then it has a frame. Oh, look at that. That's from the fibber. Nice, neat, organized pattern. See how I started out firing low? Because I've gotten accustomed to the fibber now.
Thank you.
Of course. Just gonna drag this out unnecessarily. That's significantly better than the other one. The other one is a white, but it's good for a white. See if the skags have respawned over here. What is that? That looks like a coal python, I think. Finish him! Finish him! Really? Still dragging this out. Finish him!
Say hello, sweetie!
They always know exactly how to make me miss. Did a skag already drop the last part and I just didn't see it? Did it fall into a pool of slag or something? It would have to be... If it did, it would have to be here. Gelatinized tenafly fight.
Grenade out! Toss it to match! Eat this!
Finish him. There it is.
Hey, you found all the gun parts. Bring them back here and I'll assemble them for you.
Starting to get worried for a moment there. Thought you were going to screw me out of the last part. What level is this? 30. Stuck.
Say hello, darling.
That sounded ominous.
Quality, low prices, and no questions asked.
Fuse time is too high.
Lovely. You're my millionth customer. Don't let it go to your head. I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon enough. Who needs a medical license when you got style? I'll patch you up whenever.
More junk.
No charge this time.
Stomper. it's not all about the stats. Let's see if it has any effects. In Borderlands 1, stompers were made by Dahl, Tedior, and Hyperion. No, scratch that. I'm thinking Cobras. Cobras were made by all of those companies. Stompers were made by Dahl and Tedior. And Dahl made the best. Gunnering. Not one of my favorite legends. Doesn't seem like anything special so far. It's not as good as the Hammer Buster. Well, of course, as the stats indicated, I thought it might have something like fast reload or ever notice how Jacob's legendaries tend to be aftermarket? At least two of them. The Hammerbuster and the Striker. The Strider. Striker. Why did I say Strider? Well, because of the Nintendo game Strider, the Genesis game Strider, and the character from Stalker, Call of Pripyat. Frivolous tactical reload. Successfully led my target that time. Really? Or do I have to activate this to blow it down? I'll come back to that later.
Man, here's where the cars get you
always thought... Now that I've got all this cool Jacob stuff. Back to the Jake-mobile. Anyway, I always thought combat rifles should be able to spawn. In Borderlands 1, I mean, should be able to spawn with just plain old iron sights.
He's dead! Grenade!
Why isn't this working, Angel?
I don't...
I've pumped every freaking ounce of iridium I've got into you, but this stupid key isn't working. Why?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
You're a siren. You're one of a kind. Now make it work. I want that freaking warrior, Angel. I want him.
Warning, this is your
I want him under my control now. I want him now. Not later, now!
Jack is a hypocrite because he himself is oppressed by authority. Yet he uses his authority to oppress. He was oppressed by Tacitus. Bayonets. Put bayonets on everything. Even rocket launchers. One of the best types of guns to have a bayonet on, or it would look even cooler if it was an orc sword, like what Torg and bandit shotguns have, since you slash with it anyway, but Malawan slag SMG, because then you can slag your enemy and then stick them like a pig with a pig sticker. Style points.
A dozen staff to the Angel's malfunctions. We need to shut her down. Your wife suggested as much before her disappearance. Please make a note. I'm strangling Mr. Morin for bringing up my wife. What you mean joking is something you do when you eat too fast. As I'm Mr. Morin's like with my watch day, what I'm doing is actually referred to as strangling. Please. There we go. Anything else on today's agenda, Jimmy? It's Jeffrey, sir.
and no.
Thanks, Jimmy. Well then, drinks are on Handsome Jack.
Psycho. Yawn. All right. Turret syndrome.
Toss it a mess! Like that?
Whoa.
Now you be careful, honey.
video game watching.
Grenade out!
No scope, no problem. I love Malawan sniper rifles. They're so reliable. It doesn't have to be a Snyder per se. It could be a Jericho or a Corinthian or a Rake Hill. Well, what do I have to do? Do I have to turn this on so the fan blows the echo off? Because I can't get up there. There's no geyser. Oh, here we go. I was overthinking it, as per typical. Figures it would land.
No, Mr. Tacitor. Blackmail. Such a dirty little word, isn't it? Actually, no, I come to think of it, it's not a dirty word at all. It's kind of awesome. Blackmail. Say it with me. Back.
Oh, go to hell, John. Just because you got lucky with your Pandora hunch doesn't mean...
Because I was right, is what you mean. And call me Jack, idiot.
You may have been able to scare the other directors into giving up their shares, but I know you. I know that beneath that ridiculous mask, you're still a hideous, pathetic little nobody.
Mr. Tacitor, maybe you can settle up something for me. Do you know the difference between choking and strangulation?
So, do you know some people don't realize that Jack is a nickname for John? John Kennedy was also called Jack Kennedy. So I guess Hyperion's regime change was a case of meet the new boss, same as the old boss. I'm going to bypass these chumps. No, I would not expect a blue to be as good as a ledge if they were otherwise comparable. For example, 2 Jacob's battle lines. Don't misunderstand. This is pretty good. Next best thing to a hammer buster. So I guess if you didn't already have a hammer buster. What did I mean by aftermarket that I mentioned earlier? Well, the Hammer Buster has a dull barrel, and the Striker has a Hyperion barrel.
If I didn't want Jack dead before, I sure as hell do now.
Definitely.
Let's just get this out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead adventurers.
Oh, and I have that. Oh, now that's interesting. I found another one of these. Another white.
Turn it out! No smasher!
You never interrupt me. Another white Jacob's relic that I don't need. And I don't think it's as good as the other one that I have back in my stash. That was just sheer frustration.
Grenade out! Eat this!
Finish her. Oh, really? Really?
Meet the missus?
That had to happen?
That's my girl.
Chumps are just prolonging the inevitable. How did it manage to swat me out of the air and prevent me from landing a melee strike?
Hey, Roland. I appreciate your offer to move into Sanctuary, but I got a lot of stuff here in Firestone. Sanctuary sounds nice and all, but Firestone's my home. I made my decision. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die in the city I was born. Firestone.
Attention, citizen of Firestone. Die.
Oh, piss. On second thought, Roland, when's the soonest you can come pick me up?
Rather than playing this Axton as, I almost said Roland there, rather than playing this Axton as a shock trooper, I will give this shock trooper class mod and the awesome electric rake hill I just got to the Axton that I already have set up as a shock trooper. Pick it up! Yeah. Pick it up! Oh my god! Did you notice? Yeah. How I'm kind of treating this Jacobs rifle as a dull rifle, firing tri-bursts. Which is unnecessary most of the time. It's just that I'm wearing dull garb and using awesome Jacobs weapons. There we go. Now they're both on there. First, I've got to check the shops. I've also got to switch back to this.
Guns, glorious guns. A fantastic day for capitalism. Don't have too much fun.
How much time? Plenty.
Stay alert.
Who needs a medical license when you got style?
Guns! I got them, you need them. Good luck.
Oh yeah, I don't have any keys. In case you're wondering why I haven't been using keys.
Thanks for the coin.
The sound of silence.
Full of opportunity. Come back any day.
Buy from me if you want to live. I'll patch you up whenever you need it. You're an organ donor, right?
What did I put in here?
You've earned it. That's what I'm talking about.
I'll move those along first because who knows, I might change my mind.
This ends now!
Pretty good for a white.
Jack, Lilith, and the Warrior are in Heroes Pass, so that's where we're headed. This is the final fight, amigo. If you gotta prepare, do it now. Go check around the city. These people don't have much, but they still want to help you. Hyperion's locked the entrance to Heroes Pass. Get back to Claptrap. You'll need him to open the way for you. Brick and I will meet you once you're in. Win or lose, we're gonna finish this together. For Bloodwing, for Roland, for Pandora!
Now end that with, I'd like to thank the Academy. Seriously though, that was a pretty good speech. Alright, I can sell this. And this.
Can't think of anything I want dead right now. I'm sure I'll think of something though. Hey, Slab.
Haven't found anything good? My weapon machines will fix that for you.
I might hold on to that for the launcher boost.
Check back later to see my new weapon of the day.
I'll decide loadout specifics next time. Everything is appropriately leveled.
Though I generally have trouble verbalizing my thoughts into words that will not utterly confuse or nauseate you, I find my mental processes are now surprisingly focused. I have only 2 words for you, perhaps the most important 2 words ever spoken on Pandora. Kill Jack! Here, this may help you in your efforts to put a hilariously large hole in Jack's face.
Not bad, not bad. I knew she was going to say that. Save him for last.
I ain't the best with words, but I just want you to know I'm rooting for you out there. Jack kicked me out of my home back in Firestone. It's about time he got what's coming to him. Here, thought you could use this.
If I was doing a Torg Allegiance run. Thanks, though.
Comes by, you make sure and give him my love, all right?
What? Dude, no, I ain't gonna do that.
I mean, wish him luck, Scooter.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hey, and if we don't get through this, if Jack wakes his warrior or whatever, tell Ma I love her.
Hell, girl. Sure knows that.
Catch a familial reconciliation!
Why you always gotta do that?
Hey man, Ellie and I were just talking about you. Now you make sure to come back alive, okay? If you can, come back with Jack's head on a pike. Haha, you hear?
What Scooter said. I wanna hollow that son bitch's gourd and eat nachos out of it.
I nearly forgot. Ellie and I got something for you. Hope it helps.
I've had just about enough of that handsome jackass Sugar. Get rid of him, and you'll never pay for another drink again. Here, I got something for you.
Not bad, not bad.
I heard Jack isn't his real name, and that he isn't even handsome.
Well, my old friend, I wish you the best. May you return from your quest with handsome blood on your hands and a smile on your face. Oh, and lest I forget, here you are. Thought it could be of some use.
That's pretty good. You hear the customer mention that Jack isn't his real name? But it is, though, because Jack is a nickname for John. What did he have?
Jack's monopoly on weapons is running me out of business. But that's not why I want him dead. I want him dead because he's a greedy, murdering son of a bitch who needs to die screaming. Good luck. Here, you might need this.
Thank you.
Sup, sucker? It's Tina. I wrote you a poem. It goes a little something like this. Bring it down. Kill Jack, kill Jack, kill Jack, kill Jack, kill Jack. Kill Jack. A poem by Tiny Tina.
Let's take a look at all this stuff. I wonder why that's level 25. Oh, this will have crappy sights. think that's a Jacob's grip. That's a Malawan stock. Jacob's scope. See, why don't the sights line up right? Just because they're crude garage style of sights doesn't mean they shouldn't line up right. Bandits, why don't you weld a washer on top of that nail? Then you'd have a homegrown peep sight.
Yes, I have slept in my own urine. Not ready.
Catch a gun! Never doing that again.
Everything else is 28. So I wonder why this was 25.
I've always got new stock.
I'll save Claptrap for next time. And I'll decide what loadout to go with next time. 2 also as well. I'll go ahead and talk to Claptrap now.
It's time to end this! I'll meet you out in the Iridium Light. Claptrap beatbox time! Check it! Let me know when you're done with that job. You've earned it. That's what I'm talking about.
Surrounded by amateurs only. Hey, border guy, I got a story. Just one time.
All right, I'll call it here. I'm going to need a blue or better, level 28 or better amp or booster shield. Till next time, catch you on the flip side, and see you next mission.